Hey guys, Roden Stag here, and welcome to a faction guide for Lucium Total War, Europe 2.6. Today we're going to be covering the Papal States. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, let's start off with units. So, on over here to Group 1, which is sort of the miscellaneous section, you have the Italian Home Guard, which is your garrison unit and the first sort of spearman unit you'll get immediately. And also, you'll also, alongside them, get the Southern Light Pikemen as well. So, yeah, nothing special. As you can see, 0 defense. Again, mainly you should really use these two units for garrison purposes. Pikemen, I guess you can always use them, but they're just not the best units to really bubble with. You also have the Papal Guard, heavy infantry. They're like obviously the Papal Guard, as is fairly obvious by the name of the unit. So they're obviously, I don't know why I keep clicking that to whatever. So they're obviously the Papal Guard. Very nice units. Got the Grenadier infantry over here as well. Again, very powerful units, especially in attack-wise. Defense, as you can see, little to no defense. Their main objective in the battlefield is to throw grenades and then run away. Next to that is the Group 3, which is essentially just your normal cavalry. You have the Italian Staff Cavalry, which is your General's Bodyguard unit. You have the Italian Light Cavalry, which is your Italian Light Cavalry, which is the first cavalry unit to get. You don't have too many cavalries with the Papal States, but that's because they're not really a major faction. Next to them, you have the Category 5, which is the sort of the artillery. The Great Cross, it counts as artillery, even though I wouldn't, to be honest, I count the Great Cross as just cannon fodder, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, that's the Great Cross. But it's very good to it ups your morale, and apparently there's a bonus to fighting cavalry. Yeah, the Great Cross, we've got to have that, of course. So yeah, I'm not quite sure when that's available to you, but you can also ask your troops to leave it in the battlefield. So yeah, whatever. And then you got the Renaissance Cannon, which is the first cannon you can get. Once you've got that, you go to the 12-pounder cannon, as you can see here. Again, I mentioned in the Spanish episode, or the Spanish guide, how they go up in, like, so you got attack, got 55 there. Oh, I'm clicking on the complete wrong one. 55, 230, and then it goes up to 63, then goes to 330 in attack versus building. So that's the differences there. That's a 12-pounder cannon, and eventually you'll get the 24-pounder cannon, which is all very fantastic. In Category 4, you have the Missile Cav. So starting off with the Missile Cav, you have the Mounted Raiters, or Raiters, I keep getting that mixed up. I'm going to say Raiters, or whatever. You can say it however you like, but they're the Mounted Raiters. They're the first people you get, the first cavalry unit you will get. And then obviously you get the Mounted Musketeers next, who are very nice. And then obviously the last one you can get is the European Dragoons, who are very nice looking and look very 18th century. Oh, not 18th century, but 19th century, I should say. Next on the category is the infantry. So it doesn't do it in the order I want. It does it from that side. Okay, that's fine. You have the common musketeers. This is what you can get straight away. Actually, no, my apologies. You can get the regimental home guard straight away. The common musketeers come later. My apologies there. So yeah, they're the common musketeers, and you got the regimental home guard, which yeah, home guard probably should be used as garrison. However, I think, yeah, they're the garrison units as a home guard. What am I talking about? And then next you have the Italian line infantry, a missile attack of 17 and melee attack of 12. Looking very nice and very good units for around, probably say, mid-tier. Yeah, the European bayonet militia probably comes next at the mid-tier as well. And then looking at finally for the high tier, you have the Grand Italian Riflemen. So as you can see, melee attack of 10, missile attack 20, and total defense 11. Very nice units, and and obviously your high tier units, and just fucking overall beasts on the battlefield. But yeah, that's the units. Let's move on to the campaign. Welcome to the campaign map for the Papal States. So you start off with 2 settlements, so you're not a very large faction compared to Spain, Britain, or France. So you're one of the many Italian powers. You have Venice up here, you got Spain over there, who controls that a little bit over there, Milan. You got Genoa and Savoy here as well, and of course you got some Spanish territory in the south. So now the Papal States isn't how you're going to imagine it in let's say the vanilla medieval 2 is obviously very different. The papal system isn't a thing, due to the Pope having zero influence into the current affairs of the 18th century. So yeah, over in Rome you have quite a decent force. Papal Guard, a lot better than what you saw in units because they have more experience, and 12-pounder, all looking very nice. Ravenna, you got Italian line infantry in there, so it's probably good to go send them straight down to Rome to join you.
Orders.
Now, one of the main special scripts is that you can form the formable nation of Italy. Doing so, you have to take over Venice, pretty much take over all modern Italy to be able to form the country. One of your main goals, you have a rebel settlement up here, which is Florence. Like, similar to base game or vanilla medieval 2, you always, as a papal state or any Italian faction, goes after Florence. So, similar to that, you want to go straight after Florence as well.
We continue tomorrow, my lord.
Perhaps even recruit some Italian musketeer infantry if you so desire. It's up to you. But Florence is your main objective to go for. Your main. Yeah, just take the damn city. So yeah, first target should be Florence. You don't actually start off with any fortification settlements, which in other words means castles. So you have to capture one fast in order to get a rifleman. Something you could also do, you can actually convert this one to mining fortification. I don't think you can convert Rome over to a fortress, to my knowledge. So, or fortification. So you might want to do that straight away. Ravenna, you can only recruit a priest, and in Rome you can only recruit Italian Home Guard cannon. So you need to start building up your cities straight away. I would recommend doing the economic policy for Rome. And in Ravenna, I would go probably from military straight away. Unless, of course, you want to take Florence and you want to make that into a fortification. That's up to you. But I would choose Ravenna straight away. So I would go down the military policy and then choose the fortification. Or just do it whichever way you want it. It doesn't matter. In my personal opinion, anyway. But yeah, your main enemy straight away is going to be any other Italian state. So probably Venice, who borders you immediately directly. Venice is at war with the Ottoman Empire, so hopefully they shouldn't immediately attack you. They have their own problems. Spain as well is obviously very weak, so you could probably quite easily, once you finish with Florence, move south and deal and take over Sicily and Naples straight away. You'll also have Milan up here. Again, you probably rebel in the first couple turns, so you could probably let Genoa or whoever go for that. But Genoa and Savoy are will probably end up fighting it out, so you'll probably have to deal with either one of them at some point. I've gone again with Venice, so they're your main. The northern front is where you need to be careful. Spain is hardly a challenge at this point. You do have a staff with a bishop as well, so you can help convert everything. Obviously, 99% Roman Catholic. It's Rome. There's going to be no it's all going to be Catholic. So I would send that straight up to probably down here because yes, Naples is very bad.
Very good, my lord.
With Catholicism, yes. And especially if Naples rebels, the heresy will go up, and you won't have any Catholic Roman Catholicness over there at all. But yeah, that's just about wraps it up for this faction guide. Obviously, keep an eye on your borders to the north. Spain isn't much threat. Don't worry about them too much. I would focus on your northern areas to begin with. Mostly Naples will just rebel, and that'll be the end of the story. But yeah, northern front is where you want to be careful on, but obviously don't ignore the south. Deal with the south in your own way, but focus a bit more on the northern front. But anyway, that's it for this fashion guide. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to like and comment, subscribe to the Lucium official YouTube, and make sure to check out our Discord in the description. Alright, thank you for watching. See you later.